Good morning. It's Freestyle Friday here, and it's still raining, believe it or not. I did get a couple questions this week at the last minute, so I'm going to answer those after the cars. But the cars are what you're here for, so let's open some stuff. And these four, see them? These four are for the archive, not for me, because I don't collect any of these really. I mean, I kind of collect this first one, but I'm going to let this one go to the archive. So it's a treasure hunt Baja Beetle, Volkswagen Baja Bug, actually. And this is a treasure hunt, which you'll see in one moment. See? And these four cars came in from William B. Willie B. Get it? And they were trades. He was exceptionally generous, but he did trade for this stuff. So not straight up donation. It's a trade. And a High Roller 2 Super Treasure Hunt, which I've had my hands on before, but sold it. Ripped a little bit. See the gold symbol right there? Sexy. So the archive needs one of these. I've never kept one back. What that does. So yeah, this one's going there with Spectre Flame black and white. Another super, a Hirohata Merc and purple. So this came out this year. This is a 2025 super, and never got it in a case. There's the gold symbol. There's the Merc, and there's the TH. Anyway, it's Spectre Flame purple and quite beautiful. And finally, there's another one we've had, a Super Treasure Hunt Aston Martin High Speed Edition DB4 GT High Speed Edition. It's like a solid flat racer. And we have a pile of the yellow regular ones in stock at Ignition. And I did come across this. I'm trying to rip the symbol so you can see it. In a case, but wound up selling it. So getting one back for the archive is very cool. Spectre Flame yellow, I guess. It's not Spectre Flame gold. So those four are for the archive. And I noticed this thing yesterday. Let me put the glasses on for this one. These two cars, see them from afar? They look like the same vehicle. But this is a 2020 Land Rover Defender. And this is a 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. Look at that. I know Ford owned Rover for a while, but they don't anymore, do they? So, what's up with this? You could get some really good air fresheners from Target in one of these babies. Even go to the mall if they still had malls. No one really cares about the mall anymore. So it's Sears Home Goods, Target, Publix, Home. Just thought that was interesting. And I'm still going through the stuff that John sent last week, the Glory Box 3. And I'm taking it slow because it's fun to unwrap that stuff. So of the many cars that augmented inventory or went to the archive, there's these two Maxima drift cars in white, which I really dig. I really dig this car. That's why I drop them. And I got it. I think it's in the archive already. I'll have to check. But aside from that one fall onto a hard surface, as someone pointed out once, evidence that I'm not a real collector, it's brand new. These are both brand new. And I don't believe that was damaged in a tremendous fall. Another tankful. This is two of these. Weird Hot Wheels ID Spectre Flame Red tankfuls, and I'm keeping this one because this one too. So now I have two of these, and it's just so weird. I mean, it caught me off guard because I didn't know this existed, and it's just really dope truck. So I'm keeping it. And I needed a yellow Bumblebee. We've had a bunch of these come through the store and sold them all. This used to be really hot. It's still fairly hot, I guess. Like, I never see it on the pegs or anything like that. But I think it's time to keep one. The gold one and the yellow one are in the archive already. And I own a gold one, but I do not own this yellow one. So now I do. And it's a Transformer. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one with the Transformer head on the bottom. There's a variant without it. Hold on, I gotta shut this dog up. Man, they are loud. And it's not a small house either. They're just two Schnauzer mixes, so they're extremely barky. So here is the feedback portion of this Freestyle Friday. And I got three quick questions. I know you are a loose collector, but do you collect any specific series which you want to keep carded? I used to collect themed mainlines like the luxury sedans and the Corvette 70th anniversary and the Volkswagen set, to name a few. But I've discarded all of that and added it either to my collection or sold it off. There's only four cars that I still keep in cases, carded and in collector cases, because they're card variants. So if I discard them, they're going to lose that factor that made me want to keep them. So here they are. This Fast Gassin. What a coincidence. And this is a weird one because the card depicts red, but the truck is green. They didn't, I guess what they did is they didn't, they either miscarded it or they didn't produce a green card for this truck. But I thought that was interesting, and it also has a $1 price tag on there. Weird artifact. This Matchbox, because the truck is facing the wrong way. Matchbox usually face the other way, and this one was packed incorrectly, and not $1 million error or anything like that, but just interesting. Plus I like C10s. And these two, because they are the same car, but one says BMW Z4 Roadster, the other one says BMW M Roadster. There and there. Exact same car, card variants. And I already have it loose, and it's already in the archive, and it's not a particularly rare car, but I just thought it was an interesting card error. So let me put these aside. Where do you get them cool rock t-shirts? So a lot of times I wear this shirt. I have like 50 of them, and sometimes I wear like rock shirts, like of my favorite bands, and I purchase those where everybody gets them, like on eBay or Mercari or like stores that sell that kind of stuff. And the ones that say Shade Beast, that's a company that I started about 6 years ago and have since given to my business partner. Long story short, it remained a lot of work and never really made all that much money, so I let it go. But it started as a record store and then kind of blossomed into a apparel company. So I still have a lot of those Shade Beast shirts. And if you want to see the history on it, I'll leave 2 links in this video. A link to shadebeast.com and a piece of press that we got locally. But that was pretty fun while it lasted. I think the pinnacle, I got to meet a lot of heavy metal musicians that I looked up to. So that was really cool. Like Matt Pike of Sleep and High and Fire, and Kirk Winstein of Crowbar and Down, and Rob Halford of Judas Priest even modeled our shirts, like voluntarily. Every shirt we sent him, he would take a picture of himself and post it on his own socials, which was pretty awesome. So that's where I get them. What are your feelings about Ferrari coming back to the lineup? Do you think they will be impossible to find on the pegs? Well, personally, I don't care too much because I don't collect Ferraris, thankfully. Most of the cars I'm into are cars, well, aside from Porsches, were cars that like Joe Sixpack could afford at the time, like mere mortal vehicles and not supercars. From a business standpoint, I think it's pretty cool that Ferrari's back because those cars are going to sell for a lot of money, and I'm not above scalping, you know. Like the Formula One, this J case, which is the first case to have a Ferrari in it, is going to be really hard to find. Like the resellers, the hoarders, the scalpers are like poised to pounce right now. And it's always true that if you're not first, you're last, and you're kind of left with sloppy seconds. But it's really going to be true now. Like you stand no chance of finding that new Formula One. I think it's Team Mercedes, Petronas. And the Ferraris and the BMW 6 Series, like, just forget about it. Like, there's going to be so much scrutiny on those cars arriving in stores that if you don't get lucky and get there right as the employee is, like, unboxing a case and putting them on the pegs, you're going to get nothing. And I'm not even going to bother. I ordered a couple cases of this J case and managed to get a few, but that's mostly to fulfill trade obligations and so that I can have at least one of each for the archive. But yeah, the hot stuff, it's gotten too hot. It's like having a crush on somebody that doesn't like you back. It's like, I like Hot Wheels, but it sucks collecting them because there's just never any out there, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry seems to have found out that you can sell them for more than you buy them for. So, like, the flipping craze is peaking right now. So that's the second part of the question. Do you think they will be impossible to find on the pegs? Definitely. You're not going to find a Ferrari on the pegs unless you get there the minute that an employee is stocking. And there's so much hype around those, employees might be taking them too. There's a Dollar General near me that's basically I never visit anymore because the guy that's working there right now, until he goes back to prison, he buys all the Hot Wheels. Another employee told me that he buys the cases and they never even get pegged. He just takes them home. So, yeah, these things are getting so hot and these Ferraris are going to be so hot that you don't stand a snowball's chance in hell. Sorry. That was a really kind of hurried. I feel like I rushed that video, but I got stuff to do. This is my last day of being 54. Tomorrow's my big 5-5. So we'll talk to you tomorrow on Slack Ass Show and Tell Saturday. Later.